I'm going to shop around using the company's budget. Since I work at the accounting department, no one would find out. What? Why do I have to be arrested or be liable for anything? Why are you asking?
Trouble busters!
I got a large contract. I'm doing so well recently. My name is Melanie. I'm a sales rep who was able to get a contract 7 days in a row now. This is what a hell would look like. Ugh. This is not good. I can't approve this either. This one's rejected. They're all entertainment expenses for our clients, so I need you to accept them. How many times do I have to tell you? Every time you bring those receipts, our company spends more. But then... I don't even want to hear any excuses. It's not even worth a penny. If you want your receipts to be accepted, you better bring ones that would convince me that our company should reimburse you. Time is money. That's all. End of conversation. Oh. That's so expensive, and that thing is something I even considered purchasing personally. It's the automatic paper folder. That thing only costs $4,769.19 at most. This is strange. I'm going to shop around using the company's budget. Since I work at the accounting department, no one would find out. Oh, by the way, I can't accept any of these. All of them? I don't even know whether you were really seeing your client here. It's just a restaurant receipt. Maybe it's a fake receipt, too. That's not true. It's a real receipt that was issued by the restaurant. I can't accept what I can't accept. You need to make sure you're transparent with the spending if you want me to accept it. End of conversation. Oh my goodness. Why does the sales department always have to pay for the entertainment expenses out of our own pockets? Besides, isn't Ashley the one who's doing things that aren't quite transparent? She's getting reimbursed twice as much as she should for tools that don't cost as much. I need to get to the bottom of this. No way. I'm not letting her get away with this. Trouble busters! I went straight to our internal audit department to explain what was going on. They decided to conduct an unannounced audit for Ashley a week later. Huh? Oh my goodness! What? Why do I have to get arrested?
I believe you can answer your own question. We're having you arrested and we'll be charging you a liability for our loss.
Wait, what? Why do I have to be arrested or be liable for anything? Why are you asking? It's obviously because you conducted illegal activities. Did you tell them something? Yes, I did. I went to consult our internal audit team. Do you have any problem? Of course, I have a huge problem. Why are you guys telling me that I've done anything illegal? This is ridiculous. Nothing too ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Why do you even have that with you? I thought I submitted it with my manager. I told him what happened, and he was willing to let me take it with me. That bastard! Now, Ashley, you're telling me that you haven't done anything wrong, so I need you to explain to me how this invoice ended up being $10,000. That was for purchasing an automatic paper folder. Was that it? What do you mean by that? You only purchased a $10,000 paper folder and nothing else. Is that what you're saying? That's what I've been saying. Do you have a problem with that? Check this out. Oh my. This is the same paper folder that you purchased, and this is the market price for it. I wonder why we spent $5,230.81 extra. We would like you to explain this matter to us. Oh, that's strange. When I purchased that machine, it was exactly $10,000. Maybe they decided to reduce the price. That's not possible. The $4,700 price is what the manufacturer has been charging for a while. You must have tricked me into this situation then. Why would you say that? It's because I've been rejecting all your questionable receipts, so you're doing this to get back at me. I wouldn't do anything like that. No, that's exactly what you're trying to do. I am telling you this because I can prove that you've been submitting questionable receipts to us. What about that receipt? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Take a look at this.
$50 per person?
Do you understand now? This restaurant's standard course is only supposed to be $50 per person, but she submitted a receipt that says that she was charged $100 per person. That's double of what she should have spent. We didn't order the standard course. We ordered the gorgeous course that's right underneath what you're pointing at. You're lying. I know you've been trying to embezzle our company's funds. What? This lady, Melanie has been trying to get reimbursed more than she should. Look, why would I ever do anything like that when I could be jeopardizing my job over it? But the fact is, you've been making so many attempts, and I was the one who stopped you from doing so. This would also prove my excellent work ethics, based on how I've been rejecting these questionable receipts. This means that this is a false allegation and that I am completely innocent. In that case, Ashley, may I ask why you've been purchasing so many tools compared to others? Huh? I talked to the accounting manager, but you're not even in charge of purchasing those tools. It's not about who's in charge of what. We all work as a team.
What do you mean?
I'm telling you that I've been purchasing that equipment in place of my colleagues. And here you are, accusing me of a crime that I haven't even committed. How dare you? I can't even believe that you brought the internal audit manager and our CEO. You better apologize for humiliating me like this. It sounds like you're trying to shift the subject towards something else that you want to talk about, but you still haven't explained to us about the $10,000 equipment that you purchased. I already said that you were trying to trick me into this situation. I guess you can say that. It doesn't seem like the invoice was entered into our system, and you could accuse me of that. Right? This is just a matter of verbal argument that can't even be proven. Oh, I'm only talking about this specific invoice. What? Oh, those are all the invoices that I've been entering into our system. For example, this invoice is for the necessary equipment. I talked to the accounting manager about what this equipment was, and he said that you purchased a coffee maker. So I went ahead and searched how much that specific coffee maker would cost in general, only to find out that it would have only cost $1,000 at most. But for some reason, it cost us $2,000. I guess I accidentally purchased from a place that was charging more. In that case, what about this invoice that says you purchased some books? Books are just books. Do you have a problem with that? These books were for our employees to study to obtain a certificate. Each book is worth $8, and you purchased them for 30 employees. It would have cost us $240 even if we were to have purchased new books. But why did we end up spending $720? I accidentally purchased 90 books instead of 30.
Is that true?
That's not possible. I had our accounting manager look into this, and we only had 30 books on hand. Ugh.
Melanie, in that case, where would all those excess funds be?
It's simple. What are you doing? Oh my goodness.
Oh my!
This is the difference that we saw with the $10,000 in the beginning.
Oh my goodness!
Technology has gotten so convenient, we could just take a photo of an object so AI would help us search that item online and find out the price for that item. But then, this could just be a coincidence, right? A coincidence, huh? That key holder costs $1,000, which explains the excess funds that were spent on the coffee maker. Ugh. And this comic book is $4.80 each. This series has 100 volumes, which explains the missing 480 for the purchased books. And for the missing funds from this invoice over here, that's enough. Yes. I get that there's a miracle that's going on. I'll make sure I fix them all, so let's just call it a day. All of the missing cash matched the exact price of Ashley's belongings.
This is insane!
This is a disgrace.
You're the disgrace of this company! Besides, what kind of guts do you have to bring personal belongings you bought with stolen money?
You can't say that. These are all just coincidences. All of them.
Are you still saying that?
I mean, these are just assumptions, right?
What are you so upset about? Why can't you just apologize about this?
I mean, this doesn't even prove anything. The invoice only stated that it was just a set of equipment, right? If you can still prove that I purchased personal items with the company's money, why don't you present it in front of me?
Duh.
Isn't this you, Ashley? Huh? Oh my goodness.
What is that facial care device? There's a few dozen of them being sold at $1,000 each. What? Are you saying that Ashley is the one who's selling these devices as if she's a vendor? This is unbelievable.
This is just a misunderstanding.
I haven't said anything yet.
No need to say. You must be accusing me right now. You're probably assuming that I was the one who purchased these with the company's funds, but you're wrong. Besides, I'm not the person who's selling this product. I understand why you would accuse me, but this is someone else. What makes you say that I'm the seller? You're falsely accusing me of this. Well, Ashley, you're often visiting this website during your working hours, right? What? I know I shouldn't have, but every time I was at your desk to submit my receipts, I saw your smartphone screen. What? Oh. I'm not sure if you were letting your guard down, but you should have been more careful if you didn't want others to find out. Oh, I don't know. Maybe you saw it wrong. And that's how I was able to conclude. I said I don't know anything about this. Can you guys just stop talking about this as if I'm the seller? Who knows if I was just shopping on that website? I knew you would say that, so I decided to purchase one. Purchase what? I've always wanted a facial beauty device, and when I ordered one, I was able to see the seller's information. The address and the name matched yours, Ashley. Oh my goodness. It looks like you were trying to sell a total of 20 facial devices in the past week for $1,000 each.
Large electronics would stand out, and it's easy to leave evidence, so that's probably why you wanted to sell a small, luxury electronic device.
And that's why you decided to sell facial beauty devices for $1,000 each.
These devices would be easy for you to take with you from the company.
And what makes her even more clever is the fact that she decided to go for beauty devices. Beauty is an eternal theme for women. If each of these devices are sold at $1,000 when they normally cost $1,500,
of course, you wouldn't have a problem selling it.
You came up with this whole scheme that wouldn't hurt your own wallet. Were we making that much salary? I decided to start a small business, and that's why I've been saving money. I purchased them using that money. Got a problem with that? Well, it's not about whether I have a problem with that or not. If you were truly innocent, it means that you've been purchasing so many luxury items on a monthly basis. We only make about $2,000 a month, and I wonder how in the world you were able to save $30,000. I bought stocks, and that's how I made money. No, if you were spending on stocks with excess money after spending on living expenses out of the $2,000, your profit ratio would be extremely low, and you would barely make as much as a kindergarten child's allowance. That is, unless you've been spending, a few dozen to thousands of dollars for your business on a monthly basis. But there's no way you would be generating that amount considering our salary range. Aww. Either way, let's make that black and white. As long as I continue to deny it, she's never going to get to the truth. Do whatever you want. I just need to stay quiet. You're probably thinking that I'd never get to the truth as long as you remain silent, correct? Yikes. No, that wasn't what I was thinking. I didn't do anything wrong. Why would I think in a way that a guilty person would? Are you sure about that? What are you trying to say? I highly suggest that you apologize now before it's too late. Are you telling me to apologize? Stop being so ridiculous. Apologies are given by those who did something wrong. Why do I have to apologize when I'm being falsely accused like this? I see. This would have been the turning point, but I guess I don't have a choice. What? Mr. Netherland, would you kindly be able to reach out to the IRS on behalf of the company?
Sure, I can do that.
In that case, please request a witness examination. Witness examination?
If we get the witness examination, the purchaser would be able to disclose the details of the purchases, and we'd be able to get to the truth. Netherland, yes, I'll take care of it right away.
Oh my goodness. Now, what would you like to do? Embezzlement will be charged as a crime, so you're not getting away with it if they conduct a witness examination. Aww.
We can't settle this dispute if you're going to continue to choose not to apologize nor to admit to what you've done.
Will you forgive me if I apologize? Are you going to apologize? I'm sorry about that. There, are you happy now? Wow. Besides, what's your problem, Melanie? Conducting a witness examination against someone in the accounting field is such an insult. I am not going to forgive you for this. I don't need you to forgive me. I'm not going to have mercy on you either. Who the heck do you think you are? You guys must be looking down on me despite the fact that I've been paying out money to you guys. That money belongs to the company.
Since when did it ever belong to you?
Stop picking on those details. I'm the person who manages this company's money, and I hate the fact that you're all doing this to me. I know you're doing this because you hate me for rejecting all your receipts all the time. No, that's not it. There are things that you're not allowed to do. No, I know that I'm right. If I were you, I'd retaliate. Look, I'm not like you. You were supposed to be the guardian of numbers, and I couldn't look the other way after I discovered your malicious conduct. What malicious conduct are you talking about? I've been just taking what I deserved after all that I've done for this company. What you deserved? Ever since I started working at this company's accounting department, we've been able to cut so much cost. It's because I've been cutting down on all the unnecessary costs for this company. Are you talking about the entertainment expense that you refuse to reimburse me? That's right, you should be paying for those things out of your pocket. And because you just don't seem to get it, I decided to execute it on behalf of the company. I switched the microwave in our break room to a cheaper imported brand instead of a renowned brand. And no matter how many times I told everyone not to, everyone kept turning on the AC. So I removed all AC units in this entire building to switch them out with fans. I did whatever it took to cut down on the costs. No one seemed to be able to speak up except for myself. I should be appreciated rather than being treated like this. If you understand what I'm talking about, you better uncuff me right now. Officer?
Yes, she would be charged for embezzlement.
What?
I'll be taking you to the police station with me.
Hold on a second. This isn't what we agreed upon. You were supposed to forgive me as long as I apologize.
We would have only considered.
And none of us agree on forgiving you at all. What the heck? Can you reconsider it then? Are you sure you want to lose such an asset like me? This is going to be a huge loss on your company. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure the company will take an even bigger loss if we continue to let you work here, Ashley. I deserve to benefit out of my position, right? Besides, you guys are all misunderstanding something. Once I start making profit out of my business, I was planning to return all that money.
But the fact is that you didn't.
You never returned a single penny that you've taken. Okay, I'll return it. That will fix this problem, right? I'll return everything that I have purchased. So let's call this dispute to have settled, right? I just can't return the money that Melanie spent to purchase the facial device. Here, problem solved. It's like killing 3 birds with 1 stone. Please go ahead and take her away. Are you not forgiving me after I apologize, return the money, and leave this job? Why? It's because you're not sorry for anything at all. It's sad how you are completely shameless even after all of this is happening to you, but you don't need mercy or pity right now. You need to atone for your sins. I hope you reflect back on what you've done and learn your lesson. Oh no! Ashley was taken to the nearest police station, but she continued to insist that she wasn't in the car when the officer was taking down the reports, which ultimately got her a criminal record. This wasn't supposed to be my fault, but why is this happening to me? Bad things come in twos. The company also found her liable to compensate for the loss that she embezzled. Because her reputation went downhill in the accounting department, she was technically forever banned from the accounting industry. As for me, I've finally been reimbursed for all of the work-related expenses that I hadn't been reimbursed for this entire time. I used that money to buy a brand new car. With my new car, I've been more motivated than ever to go visit my clients while I'm having a great time working this job. Trouble Busters!